believe that you can heal yourself? Too often we give our power away to something outside of ourselves, and rarely, if ever, trust and tap into our innate healing power and intuition. Everyone has this capability to heal in ways we never thought possible. It's your sovereign right to claim and have true health and lasting wellness. Now, here is the host of the Dr. Dolores Show, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in our amazing universe. And, we've been taking a deep dive the last couple weeks into sovereign self-mastery in the series that I created for y'all. And today, let's just kind of take a deep dive into what does it truly mean to be powerful? Just think about that for a second. Because today we're going to be talking about embodying your personal power. And I think a lot of times people associate power with control, achievement, status, or even influence, but it's really not that. It's really about who you are and as you show up in your energy. Actual and authentic personal power has very little to do with controlling others and everything to do with becoming deeply anchored within yourself. So it's important to remember that when you're in your personal power, it's your ability to remain connected to your truth regardless of what is happening around you. It's almost as if you're this little kid that has its fingers in its ears, and you're not going to listen to anybody else's stuff around you. And it's like you're going la 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 la, can't hear you. So it's really about you staying connected to your true essence and self, no matter what is going on around you. And it's about making choices that are aligned to you, your values, honoring your energy, trusting your intuition, and standing firm in your own presence. And we've had ample opportunities to really be tested on this, if you want to call it that. It's as if it's a war between self and the things that are out in your environment trying to control you. Okay, it's like they're jockeying for position and trying to dislodge your certainty so that, hey, look over here, this is what's really true. And what you're thinking to yourself is not true at all. Well, you know what? This is where you have more control. It's about where you can stop the leaking energy that we all do sometimes through, people pleasing, overgiving, when we abandon ourselves and out of obligation. So you could really step into the whole fullness of who you are. Just remember, sovereign self-mastery is not about becoming more powerful. It's about remembering who you are. And I think that's the most important thing that we need to drive home. It's really about remembering who you are. You've always had that power within you. We've just oftentimes given it away to things and circumstances outside of ourselves. So let's take a deep dive into what is personal power. And what does personal power mean to you? Have you confused power with control, maybe? And look at where you are seeking permission to be yourself. And, most importantly, what would change if you trusted yourself more? I think the biggest misunderstanding about personal power is that people think it's about becoming stronger, louder, more dominant. And in reality, personal power is becoming more aligned. Okay. It is the ability to trust yourself even when others don't understand your choices. And I think that's a big, important thing to uh, really dive into a little bit. How many times, you say something and you're trusting yourself and people don't understand your choices, and then you try to justify your choices? This is not about justifying your choices so that other people will understand you. That's on them. You're just being your true, authentic self. And if they don't understand your choices, that's on them. Um, and that's something that maybe they need to take a deeper dive into as to why they are judging and criticizing your choices. It is the willingness to honor your truth even when it feels uncomfortable. And I know I could speak from personal experience on that because, living through um, COVID, that one really pops into mind. It's just like some of us are just dialed in and we just know when we have a relationship with our body and we feel what our body is communicating to us. And when the whole thing about vaccines came out, and I'm in healthcare, I'm Western medicine trained, and people were saying, well, aren't you going to get the vaccine? And I said, no. When then they were like, well, why? It's just because I am not anti-vaccine. This is not the right choice for me. And it's really honing in and honoring yourself and not abandoning yourself, particularly when your intuition is screaming at you, don't do it. So, I used to get some pushback from some of my physician colleagues, and they said, don't you trust the science? And I used to say to them, well, I said, you know what? My intuition trumps any evidence-based stuff that you could put in front of me. And my intuition is what's guiding me. And, furthermore, I've lived in this Taj Mahal for a very long time, and I know what it can and cannot handle. And when I am able to make that decision based on my honest certainty within myself, I said, end of conversation. And so, they knew better than to, further pursue that. But, it's just really interesting. And for me, it was really honoring my truth, even when it felt uncomfortable and being pressured. Okay. So many of us have spent years giving our power away without even realizing it. I mean, how often have you handed it over to other people's opinions? Maybe family expectations and ancestral lineage things come into play, like this is the way we always done it in our family. Um, Maybe it's cultural conditioning and society has all these norms and things that we need to adjust to become a member of society. Who made that rule up? Maybe there was a fear of disappointing others and the need to be liked. Okay. So when we do this over a lifetime and over multiple lifetimes, over time we lose connection with our authentic selves. And, what I've discovered over the 45 years of being in healthcare and thousands of clients, that I've worked with in many physical, emotional, and energetic challenges often stem from a disconnection from self. So if you're recognizing that you've spent years prioritizing everyone else while losing connection with yourself, this is exactly the kind of work we explore in my medical intuitive sessions and bridge sessions. So together, we identify where your energy has become fragmented and create a pathway back to alignment. Just remember, you don't have to figure it out all alone. Just go to my website now and learn more about those offerings. And it's drdoloresfazzino.com. So let's just dive into a little experiential process called Where Am I Giving My Power Away? So I just invite you just to just take a deep breath and land in your body. And identify 3 situations where you feel drained. And just ask, where am I saying yes when I mean no? Where am I withholding my truth? And where am I looking outside of myself for validation? And just take an inventory of what you find. Maybe you've had an aha moment. It's not about judging or criticizing what you're doing. It's about just an exploration. So a lot of times what happens for many of us, we abandon ourselves. And I just want you to think about some of these questions I'm going to propose to you. How often do you override your own needs? And have you become disconnected from your desires? Do you know what your body is trying to tell you? The interesting thing about self-abandonment, it rarely happens all at once. It's a cumulative effect that occurs through thousands of small moments. Moments like when you ignore your intuition, you tolerate what doesn't feel aligned, you stay silent instead of speaking your truth, and you choose comfort over authenticity. The sad thing is that over time, these moments create energetic depletion. Many people may say, oh, I'm exhausted. I don't know who I am anymore. I feel disconnected. And another thing is sometimes I feel bored. Often what you're experiencing is not a lack of energy, it's the consequences and the continual process of us abandoning ourselves. Remember, our body is always communicating. Our emotions are always communicating. Your energy is always communicating. The question is, are you listening? So we're getting ready to go on our first break of our episode, and you're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network, and I'm Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, and we're talking about embodying personal power today for our Sovereign Self-Mastery series that's been going on for the last couple weeks. When you get a chance, go listen to the other episodes. They'll probably uplift you and give you many aha moments. So stay tuned and we'll see you when we come back.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email becomeahost@inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores at drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network. And my cat, Gracie, has decided to bless the show with her presence today. So just don't mind the gray cat in the background. Before we went on break, we've been talking about how we give our power away and the energy leaks. And, this is what it's more like self-abandonment from an energetic standpoint. And it's when we ignore our intuition, we tolerate what doesn't feel aligned, we say yes when we mean no, we stay silent instead of speaking our truth, because God forbid we don't want to rock the boat. And we choose comfort over authenticity. And like I was saying before, it's a cumulative effect that really, over time, that causes us to leak our energy. So, let's talk a little bit about calling your energy back. What if your energy isn't depleted? What if it's simply scattered and ungrounded? And what if your vitality is waiting to be reclaimed? So I just want you to think about how often your attention is pulled into past regrets, future worries, other people's problems, social media, or what they say, doom scrolling, or social media rotting, or whatever the new world is, family dynamics, workplace stress. Everywhere your attention goes, energy flows. That's an Abraham Hicks law of attraction thing. It's very true. What you put your attention on, you create. And if you have any doubt about that in this day and age, I just invite you to experiment with that. Think of something really nasty and ugly and just watch how quickly it starts to be created in your life. The interesting thing is that many sensitive people and empaths become experts at holding space for others while forgetting about themselves. So, as a highly sensitive person and empath myself, I understand this deeply. And there comes a moment when we must consciously choose ourself, not from selfishness, but from wholeness. So, if you're an empath, highly sensitive person, or someone navigating awakening, I also invite you to join us with a new program that I'm launching with my partner, Cozy Kastankadis. It's called Conversations with Cozy and Dr. Dolores. Simply Wake, Simply You. And we created this community specifically for people who are learning to stay grounded. Excuse me. I'm choking on my words. That's better. to stay grounded, to trust themselves, and to navigate awakening in everyday life. There's going to be more information about that on my website coming up, drdoloresfazzino.com. Just look for conversations with Cozy and Dr. Dolores. Just remember, you deserve support from people who understand what you're experiencing. So let's do a little experiential process and let's reclaim some of our energy. So I just invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your solar plexus, your belly. And just repeat after me. I call all of my energy back to me now. And just allow yourself to feel the return of your life force. It's interesting how one simple statement or declaration just opens the lid of the container and allows your energy to come back to you. So, embodying your personal power. We talk a lot about making choices and having the awareness of being able to make choices. This is where we step into our power and make a conscious decision whether or not to act from reaction or intentional response. So, we're all good about staying in alignment and stuff like that, but all of a sudden, wham, we get triggered and we are getting pulled out of our alignment. What triggers pull you out of your alignment? And how often do you react versus consciously responding? And what would happen if you gave yourself permission to just pause? Reaction comes from conditioning. It's the repeating patterns that have been programmed that we've learned from an early age. Maybe we had to survive situations. It's really about these come from being in your head and thinking, okay? How am I going to gain control and make everything nice and in its place? And response comes from consciousness. It's really a shame that most people live in automatic reaction patterns. Somebody says something, something happens, the challenge appears, and immediately the old program just takes over and bulldozes the situation. Yet personal power lives in the pause, okay? So when you get triggered, I always love doing this for myself, acknowledging that I'm getting triggered and I'm really not sure why. And I pause, and that pause creates space. It also creates awareness and also creates choice. And this is where our personal power comes in. We choose how we are going to either react or respond. And when you slow down enough to listen, that inner authority, that wisdom within you begins to speak louder. So just, take a check in here. What is it really feeling like for you right now? Is this something that you could see yourself in? And it's not about beating yourself up or criticizing the way you're doing. It's offering a different possibility that is more empowering and more aligned with who you truly are within yourself. So let's look at how do we put it all together and become the embodiment of personal power. I just want you to sit with these couple of questions as we continue on. What would your life look like if you trusted yourself completely? What are you ready to stop tolerating? And what are you ready to start choosing for yourself? Just remember that personal power is not a destination. It's a continuous process, a daily embodiment. Every day you are given opportunities to choose self-trust over doubt, alignment over obligation, presence over fear, truth over performance. Personal power doesn't mean you'll never experience uncertainty. What it really means is that you no longer abandon yourself when uncertainty arises. You become your own safe space. And it's really that simple. You become your own source of validation. You become your own authority. And from that place, life changes because of the mirror that's being shown upon you. You're changing, and so your outward life is going to change as well. And just because circumstances change immediately, some of them will not, but mostly a lot of them will. So if today's conversation has stirred something within you, I invite you to continue this journey with me. Explore a medical intuitive session, Bengston energy healing session, the Dr. Dolores Bridge session, or one of my other transformational offerings designed to help you heal in ways you never thought possible. And just make sure to sign up for my newsletter where I share insights, teaching, upcoming events, opportunities to deepen your journey. And just remember to like, subscribe, and share the Dr. Dolores Show on your favorite listening platforms. So I want to remind you that awakening, healing, and reclaiming your personal power are not journeys you need to walk alone. What's really important is that I feel if you're being led to listen to something, by all means, listen to it. I feel that if you are, something is gaining your attention and you're really leaning forward and leaning into it, go explore that. It's about really trusting the cues that you're getting internally from your inner guidance and your inner wisdom. So we're getting ready to go on our next break of our show, and you're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspiring Choices Network. Don't mind me. I didn't fall asleep until 5 o'clock this morning, and I only got 3 hours of sleep, so I'm a little tired. So anyway, we're going to go on our next break, and we've been talking about Embodying Personal Power, Sovereign Self-Mastery series. So stay tuned, and we're going to share some more and go into a delicious guided meditation when we come back. See you soon.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores at drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network, and I'm Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. And we've been talking about embodying personal power today on our show, and it's part of our Sovereign Self-Mastery series. And we were talking about, before we went on break, about how we abandon ourselves. By giving our power away to something outside of ourselves. And, personal power is about becoming more aligned, and just remembering that too. It's what I mean by aligned, it's being aligned with your true authentic self and your wisdom that's within yourself. And, we've given our power away in various ways, shapes, and forms. By, listening to other people's opinions, family expectations, cultural and societal conditionings. For our people pleasers out there, it's like fear of disappointing others. And of course, the need to be liked. You're going to conform yourself and shapeshift yourself into something that you're not. So remember, over time, we lose connection with our authentic selves when we continue to do that. It's not a one and done, it's a cumulative effect over time. So just remember that we aren't here to judge and criticize you. We're here to, and you shouldn't be judging or criticizing yourself on this if this rings true to you of the things that you're doing. This is an opportunity to look at what's happening in your life and take a deeper dive into how you could become more of your true authentic self and being able to step into your power and trust that intuition that you have and know when something's aligned and misaligned, and speaking your truth when it might be difficult to do that, and being authentic no matter what is going on in your world. I think what happens for many people especially when they work for institutions, is that they do what they can to conform to what the norms are for the corporation. And, I've always had a challenge working for organizations and stuff like that. So that's why I've chosen for the majority of my career to be an independent contractor or work for an independent contracting company, because what I have found is that a lot of times the institution will expect you to tolerate behaviors that you wouldn't even consider tolerating in your personal life. So I got a question to you all. What are you tolerating in your professional life that is so out of alignment that you would never allow that in your personal life? Think about that, because why should that be any different? You should show up in your true, authentic self. I know for me, when disrespect is handed out, you know what? I walk away from the table, and I, won't tolerate that, because I don't tolerate that in my personal life. So why would I want to do it in my professional life? So something to think about. So we're going to go into our guided meditation for our episode, and it is called Embodying Your Personal Power. No surprise there, right? So I invite you to find a place where you're going to be comfortable for probably the next 6 or 7 minutes, where you're going to be undisturbed. And if you're in a place where you could close your eyes, do so if you're comfortable. But let's just take a comfortable breath. And if you would like to, just allow your eyes to gently close. And just begin by bringing your awareness to your heart center. Notice your breath. And without changing anything, just simply observe. You have spent so much of your life giving, supporting, holding space, showing up for others. And today is an invitation to return home to yourself. And just take a slow, deep breath in and exhale completely. And just imagine roots extending from the bottoms of your feet deep into the earth. Feel the stability. Feel the support. And just feel the strength rising from beneath you. You are held. You are supported. And you are safe. Now bring your awareness to your solar plexus, the center of personal power. Imagine a radiant golden sun glowing within this space. Notice with every breath you make, it becomes brighter, stronger, more expansive. This light represents your truth, your wisdom, your sovereignty, your authentic power. So now imagine every place where your energy has become scattered. People, situations, responsibilities, expectations, past experiences, future concerns, and just see streams of your energy returning to you now. See them flowing back into your heart, back into your solar plexus, back into your body, back into your presence. And just watch as the golden light continues to expand, filling every cell, every organ, every layer of your being. And just say to yourself, I call my energy home. I trust myself. I honor my truth. I choose myself. I stand fully in my personal power. And just feel this truth anchoring deeply within you. And just see yourself standing tall before a magnificent golden pillar of light. This pillar represents your higher self, your soul, your divine wisdom. So step into the center of this light and allow it to surround you, activate you, empower you, remember you. Know that your power was never lost. It has been simply waiting to be reclaimed. So take a deep breath. Feel the strength. Feel the clarity. Feel the peace. And when you are ready, gently bring your awareness back into the room. And just know that your personal power is available to you in every moment. So welcome back, everybody. What have you learned by experiencing this process? Just sit with this feeling as we are going to go on our last break of the episode. And you're listening to Dr. Dolores Fazzino on the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network, where we're talking today in our Sovereign Self-Mastery series, Embodying Personal Power. And when we come back, we'll wrap it up for the episode. Stay tuned.
Do you trust your instincts? Many of us don't. Yet this is the key to connecting to your innate healer within and your intuition. Tune in to the Dr. Dolores Show with nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer, Dr. Dolores Fazzino, to receive insights and tools to realign with your inner wisdom for lasting health and true wellness. Listen for the Dr. Dolores Show, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Ready to break free from complacency? Welcome to I'm Awake, Now What? Your monthly invitation to embrace conscious living. If you've been feeling lost or stagnant, this is your chance to awaken your purpose. Join our transformative conscious wake-up office hours every month for guidance and self-discovery. Experience the power of clarity and focus as you navigate towards holistic healing and empowerment. Don't just survive, thrive. Sign up now and unlock a wealth of benefits, including enhanced well-being, stress reduction, emotional healing, and connection. It's time to ignite the flames of purpose within and start your journey to a fulfilling life.
This is the Dr. Dolores Show with Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, and energy whisperer. To participate in the program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Dolores at drdoloresfazzino.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Dr. Dolores Show on Inspired Choices Network with my special guest today, Gracie, my gray cat. So she's been sitting here and I call it purr therapy. Been purring through the whole episode. So you are getting an added bonus by listening to this episode with her blessing. So, as you've been listening today, just notice where this message resonates in your life. And if you're ready to deepen your work, I invite you to explore sessions with myself and where we could work together to identify and clear the energetic patterns that keep you disconnected from your true authentic power. And be sure to subscribe, like, and share the Dr. Dolores Show. Share this episode with someone who may need to hear it, and sign up for my newsletter where you also get a free guided meditation called Being in the Present Moment, and it's designed to help you become more grounded, centered, and connected to yourself. And we all need that more than ever in this day and age. And lastly, I'm very excited that my business partner and I, Koseo Stankaitis, are creating a community called Conversations with Cozy and Dr. Dolores, Simply Awake, Simply You, where we gather for meaningful conversations, practical tools, and heartfelt connections. Just remember, you don't have to walk this path alone. And you could find out more about all these offerings on my website, drdoloresfazzino.com. So let's talk about some of the takeaways today from embodying your personal power as part of our Sovereign Self-Mastery series. Just remember, personal power is presence, not control. Authentic power comes from alignment, awareness, and self-trust. Energy leaks create exhaustion. When we overgive, people please, abandon ourselves, we drain our vitality. Self-trust is a daily practice. Every time you honor your truth, you strengthen your inner authority. And I want to repeat that because I think that is so important. Every time you honor your truth, you strengthen your inner authority. And remember this, power lies in the pause. Conscious response creates freedom and alignment. And this is where you are able to be fully present and respond versus react. And just remember, your power was never lost. It has always been within you, waiting to be remembered and embodied. So let's talk about some closing thoughts here. Personal power is not something you earn. It is something you remember. It isn't found through force, struggle, or proving yourself. It emerges naturally when you stop abandoning yourself and begin to honor the truth of who you are. As you continue your sovereign self-mastery journey, may you remember that your energy is sacred, your voice matters, your intuition is trustworthy, and your presence is powerful. The world does not need a smaller version of you. It needs the fully embodied version of who you came here to be. So I'm going to leave you with this quote. Your personal power begins the moment you stop seeking permission to be who you already are. And let's see what my highest galactic self has to say for us today. Beloved one, you were never meant to shrink in order to belong. You were never meant to sacrifice your truth to earn love. You were never meant to dim your light to make others comfortable. The awakening of personal power is the remembrance of your original design. You are a sovereign being. You are a creator. You are a living expression of divine intelligence experiencing itself through form. The energy you seek has never been outside of you. The wisdom you seek has never been outside of you. The power you seek has never been outside of you. Stand in your presence, trust your knowing, honor your energy, and allow yourself to become the embodiment of the truth you already carry within. The universe is not asking you to become more. It's inviting you to remember who you have always been, and that remembrance changes everything. And so it is. So just sit with that for a moment and just let that sink. And just know that you are loved more than you could imagine. And shine and show up in all your light. You are worth it. See you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. Dolores Show. Dr. Dolores returns Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. Until then, remember to be kind to yourself and create your best life. You are worth it.